Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayo-Oyekunle. If you are new on this YouTube channel, you're welcome. And if you have been seeing our videos before, thank you very much for hanging out with us again. And please do well to click the subscribe button right away. And I know that by now you have already noticed the fine looking gentleman sitting right next to me.
Hi guys.
Okay, so I have a guest on the channel today. His name is Oludolapo.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow him introduce himself in a few seconds, but let me just talk about what we'll be discussing today. Today we are talking about the cancel culture. You know how... Oh, let me not jump into it. Let me allow Oludolapo speak first.
Hi guys, my name is...
Let's start from again. Hi Oludolapo.
Hi Adiola. Hi guys, my name is Oludolapo.
Okay.
I'm a product manager. At the moment I don't have a job.
You what?
I do not have a job at the moment.
But you own a company. That's more than having a job. You have a 24-hour, not a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I have like a business I'm running, like a tech academy. Yeah, and it has really been tedious, like really tedious. Like,
wow.
I don't know CEOs go through or co-founders go through a lot
of course
like but I mean, yeah, that's what I've been up to in my life. And what else? I'm a church boy. I do a lot of church things, like almost every day. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so I was saying that today we are talking about the cancel culture.
Yeah.
And the reason I feel like you'd be a great fit to have this discussion with is because we met at work, right?
Yeah.
We met on a job.
Yeah.
And then I've noticed about you that over the years you have relationships that you've been able to maintain. Different levels of relationships, both, you know, they say there's horizontal and vertical relationships, and I see that you've been able to maintain good relationship with people. So I want to talk about this cancel culture thing because, you know, a lot of people have made New Year resolution, no grief for anybody. And, you know,
cut this person off,
cut that one off, cut this one off. And, you know, I just want to ask you about that. What do you think about it?
Okay, so first of all, like, cancel culture, right, is a thing. Like, especially in this generation, where sometimes people don't even like give you a heads up before they cut you off, and you realize
that it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. And apart from that, let's even like drop cancel culture for now. Like, the reality in life now entails that sometimes you'll be so engrossed in either your job or trying to like survive, and you do not even have like the quote unquote, for lack of better words, capacity to like reach out to anybody,
or accommodate all the relationships that you have.
So that's one part of it. The other part of the cancel culture actually I think is more of like an intentional thing.
Yes, right? Like, this person offended me, I'm just going to cut you off.
Cancel this person. But one thing I've realized over the years is that you cannot just cut people off. They are not rags. You get, like, even even if the person has done the worst thing to you, maybe the best thing you can just do is just
you're even talking about the worst thing. I even see people talking about if this person fails the vibe check as much as something like you are not matching my energy. I'm like, what is all these words like? What does it mean?
The way I feel like the way we were raised is totally different from the way some other people were raised, right? The way we were raised is in sort of a way that you don't cut anybody, you don't break any bridge. Like, even if there is like let's say for instance, maybe I was working under you, and I had to leave, right, on the good term. I should still feel confident,
be able to say hi, yes, I'm just checking
check up on you,
yes,
and you should even be able to like hey Oludolapo, I go gig for you, I should go run up, that kind of thing. Cancel culture should not, I don't think it should be a good thing, right? If you are canceling anybody of them, it should be what it
yes,
like the very core. And even at the back of your mind, you should still have like that space where if this person comes around, or if I'm able to like get it,
like there's still an opportunity for
nothing should hold me back from like extending love to you, extending a job to you, extending kindness to you in whatever capacity I have to. So that's my thought about like
and I agree with that 100%. But I'm going to ask, what about people that let's say for example me, I don't think that I'm the kind of person that like carries all my relationships like very well, but I know at the corner in my mind that this person is my friend, and whenever we get to talk, we talk. You know, adult life. Now everybody's busy with their life. That's not an excuse not to check up on your friends. But what I'm trying to say is that you may not have the capacity to do that all the time, but there will be a point in time that you know that this relationship is not as if it's dead. That's the end. Like everybody parts ways, which I see a lot of people doing.
Yeah.
What do you think is the disadvantage of such attitude?
Okay, so this is it. Before I talk about the disadvantage here, let me talk about how I handle major relationships, like most relationships in my life.
Okay.
Right. So, for instance, like all of my relationships are not like one-sided in the
Yes.
sense that they're not like everybody are not my age mates or my colleagues at work or something. Do you get? I have people like they are way older than me, and I can easily put a call through. In fact, I even speak like pidgin with them. Like it is that we are that close. Do you get? Or I'm that. Or they've given me that space. Do you get? And also, I have the relationships where like I am older than these people or I am older than this person. But when we are talking, you feel like we are age mates.
Yes.
Do you get? And there's also that one that quote and unquote, maybe this person is way better than me in certain things, but the way I relate, or maybe this person is smarter than me in this certain thing, but the way this person receives me, you will never even know that there is like a little difference.
Gap, yeah.
Do you get? So the disadvantage to cutting people off is that one, you like we are in the world, life is in phases.
Yes.
Right? You really do not have prerogative over life circumstances, right? So if you decide that, oh, Dila did not pass my check today, maybe because quote and unquote, maybe like the
like I did. So I've said silly. Some things are silly as I had a birthday. You did not wish me.
You did not wish me happy birthday,
and I'm always wishing you happy birthday.
Yeah. I feel like you should have love in your mind first of all.
Right.
Wait,
right.
Even putting love aside, don't have the energy for all these petty things.
For what?
Because I feel like life is fickle,
Yeah.
right? And also life is huge in the sense that I mean, do I not remember to wish me happy birthday? Nothing stories from wishing happy birthday if I remember and if I should sit on social media. Do you get? And if it doesn't happen, I know, like for instance, one of our friends, Tony, like I'll just randomly like I've never went from Tony in a long time, but
how are you doing?
I just my phone, I just text her or call her, right? Like pass. And if I see her, if we are talking, you feel like I didn't live together.
Yes.
We are vibing and talking, and it's like we are always talking every day. So I feel like the disadvantage, I think the disadvantage to cutting people off is that you will lose a whole lot in life if you keep cutting people off. Let me explain. Because life is in phases and life is in stages, right? If this person does not pass your vibes today, and let's say in the future, this person has a certain capacity that you need to live in or work in, right? You will need this.
You'll be reluctant to even reach out.
To reach out to this person. Why not just maintain a good spirits with everybody? That whether you're in touch constantly or not, like I will still feel comfortable enough to
say hello,
space,
yeah.
right? And you also not have any weird feeling if I reach out to you. So I feel like the bad side or disadvantage to it is that you will just lose a lot out of life, and yeah, well, it's not be sweet. I mean, because I mean, at the back of your mind, you also be having like, don't want to reach out to Diola. Like
what? And now that you're done to reach out to the last thing that you said, just reminded me of something. Please for heaven's sake, if somebody calls you, both of you have not called each other in a while, and then the person eventually calls you, and you're now saying, you just remembered me, not even check up. I'm like, zip it.
Yeah, I don't think it should even be a thing again.
Like, yeah, now that I've called, let's just pick it up from there. Which one is there? You'd never reach out to me, you'd never even call me.
And also, I feel like
we both owe each other that. So yeah, I mean, let's just
and also I feel like you should, when you are starting a conversation with somebody you've not spoken with in a while, don't start off with guy Alpha, you don't even remember it. Like just like Baba Alpha, now you did a long time, and you can now go for that.
Yeah, I know someone that would literally end the call on you.
I feel like you should, if you do that. Okay, my closest friend from childhood, Mayokun is in Canada now, yeah, and we don't talk like every month. We may not talk in 3 months. But when we talk, it's always like, guy, Alpha now. We won't call ourselves like nickname from like childhood.
Yeah.
Like, Pitiski, what's up? Alpha, a long time, we never talked. And I mean, that's it. And we'll be like, oh, what's up? What are you up to now? Oh, this is what I'm up to do. Right now, see. That's all. till like God knows when again. Do you get?
And yeah, and you pick it up from another thing I want us to discuss is like putting a balance. You know how should I say motivational speakers say things like when you are growing, some people cannot they can't go with you in the capacity that you're growing in. And I'm sure that you've had people that you grew up together, but you guys are not on the same level anymore. Some might have, in our own judgments, because of course the measurements are not always the same. You might feel like this person has gone way ahead of you, and the person is struggling in some areas that you have even, so maybe that measurement first of all shouldn't be. But you obviously, there are some parameters that we used to know that okay, maybe somebody has gone ahead someone, and then I hear people say that, oh, the people that kiniko they cannot be with you in your new level. Do you get? So what do you think about that? I want us to put a little bit of balance, because if you are we are both Christians, right? And you have people that are friends with you that in your, maybe in your past life, let me put, for lack of a better word, used to club, used to hang out, used to do a lot of things that do not resonate with your values anymore. You have to still be able to, even though you're not burning the bridge, but put a how do I say it? Like
Boundary.
a boundary, exactly boundary in that relation. So how do you balance that?
Okay, so first of all, the reality is that you will not always be in the same space of growth and development with everybody you will always meet.
Yeah.
Right? Is it that, truth be told, is it that you are like higher, or you are like kind of not up to the stage with the other person or the other people, right? So let's say for instance, person A has been my friend, like maybe we were in secondary school together, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, the only thing in our heads at that time was like, oh, let's just pass WAEC and get pass jam and gain admission. You see, the moment of crossing WAEC jam
To uni.
and some people still trying to get admission, some people going to polytechnic, some people going to like a private school, some people live in the country, some people going to like a federal university.
It has already created a kind of gap, because we are thinking about jam. This person is already thinking about psych 202.
So whether you like it or not, accept the reality that this is it. But the difference there is, I know the kind of person that I am, right? I know the kind of value, like I know the kind of value I put on myself. So whether I'm at home for 2 years, right? If you talk to me, you find sense in what I say.
Yes.
When you talk to me, you'll be able to like, oh, I would really love to have a conversation with Oludolapo. You get what I'm saying? So like that's one part to it.
So you also owe it to yourself to grow, even if it's not on the metrics that you're measuring growth. You also have grown on some levels.
Mentally,
Yeah.
if you can hold conversations diligently, and nobody's going to like push you to one side.
Yeah.
So how do you now find balance and say, oh, okay, because I remember one of my mentors actually preached on the fact that like some people are in the lower level, some people are on the same level with you, and some people are ahead of you. The best way to relate with them is give yourself the kind of respect you want to receive. To either those above,
100%. Yeah.
So for instance, let's say those that are below me, I will give them the kind of respect that I want to receive from those that are ahead of me. Do you get what I'm saying? So like if I'm relating with, like, let's say for instance, person A has been my mate from uni, and like quote and unquote, I'm like a big boy. I have everything. Like
You're flexing.
I'm flexing. I'm living the life, and this guy still trying to like get a job, settle down, get a better apartment, and all of that.
Yeah.
Right, and we get to like, let's say, meet at a friend's party, wedding or something. I should not make the guy feel like,
oh, you're less of yourself.
I'm going to
Especially at this reunion.
I'm going to vibe with you in such a way that you feel like, bro, calm down. I'm not up to your match, but at the same time, like I'll vibe with you in such a way that you feel like we are together, like we are in this together. I may not remember your name, but maybe the way we guys
you guys do that, like Baba,
like you get something like big boy, I look at you, like I'll make you feel so good, you get, and there is nothing that will make you feel less of yourself.
I guess it boils down to treat people the way you want to be treated.
And most of them, I realize that most of my friends have low self-esteem. What I do is that I talk to them in regards to what I think is really bright about them. For instance, person A is my friend and he feels really, really low self-esteem, and I feel like this guy this guy is a perfect voiceover artist. I'll say something like, guy, your last voiceover work or gig that you did, I listened to it on your LinkedIn page. Or I just randomly saw it on Instagram. Oh my guy, you're doing well. What do you think about connecting with social person? What do you think about? Do you get? I
Yes.
cannot make you feel like, oh, so it's actually a big deal. Oh, talk to me. Like,
Yes. Yes.
I'll talk to you in such a way
Yes.
that, oh, okay, I think you should position yourself in this way, and I feel like you do get that. Like, oh, because you really want to come back to me and say, oh, Dolapo, Alpha, that's what I talked about.
Let's
Do you get?
continue the conversation.
So I'll make you feel like, oh, there's a value in you too, that it is worth
Makes a lot of
chasing.
sense.
Do you
Makes a lot
get?
of sense.
So for people ahead of me, or people that have really got like either older and are well grown in life, in things of life, for me, I think one of the things that is working for me at this phase of my life is service. For serving people, I am so big on serving people to the extent that I put them. Jesus will not like to say this, but I put them above myself.
So Jesus will not like
I put them
they
like,
left the group chat.
I put them above myself before, like where I'm serving at the moment, right? I feel like I will go all the way out.
To get things done for them.
I'll go all the way out to get everything done that I know I'm supposed to do. And in fact, one of the reasons why I'm like this is because when I was growing up, I've always had the mindset that what if we are supposed to like shoot this content now, and person B that is supposed to come and shoot the content for us is not available? Will I be able to replace this person and do it perfectly? Do at least 90% of what the person would have done? Do you get? And that was why I brought up myself, and I realized that that's actually even called
And it
service.
help. Yeah.
And so I've been doing it. In fact, to friends, I think I go all the way out for all of my friends, mentors, people that are way higher than me. I mean, people just put a call through to me, Dolapo, Alpha, please, I want to shoot this video. What's up? You did BK, you did Lagos. Like, no, I don't do Lagos, so, but maybe I'll enter Lagos tomorrow since I'm working remotely. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, what I do for people that are way higher than me, even if they are my age mates, and I feel like, this person is, whether I like it or not, this person is higher than me already.
Yes.
So what I find a way to serve you, and while serving you, I give you values, right? And I make sure that you find so much value in whatever value I'm giving. Like you, it's the kind of value.
And the person also would definitely, I mean, for any sane person, would want to reciprocate that when when the opportunities,
even if they don't, they will recognize you for that.
Yes.
And it will be like a landmark in their hearts. And another thing I do for people that are way ahead of me is that I make sure I know a part of the things that they are doing, even if not all, to like serve them in that regard. Like let's say for instance you are, let's say you are a fashion designer and I know this type of fashion designing that you do. Like if we're having a conversation, I talk in regards to that a bit, and I say, oh, what do you think we can do for your social media page, like to make it better? I think you should do this and do that. I think it will be better, right? Or maybe we meet randomly for the first time. I can just say, oh my God, Joel, I've been following for a while.
You are doing well.
Content, you are doing well. I love it. Even though maybe I've just watched it twice or 3 times, right? So like, Joel, I came across on your social media, whatever. Like, I love it so much. I think you are doing well. But I think you should like buy this light.
Not told me that one, no. Yeah. Just saying.
I think you should buy this light.
We should do the consultation session.
I think you should buy this light and fix it at this corner, or you position your light this way other than this way to help your contents to come out well, right? So for people ahead of me, I serve them, right, and I serve them values, like real values. For people below me, right, I make sure that I don't make you feel less of yourself, and I make you see like hope in whatever you're doing at the face of your life, or what I think you should be doing. And for people that were on the same line, mostly it is a mixture of the two actually for me. It's a mixture
service
of like
and making them feel good
about what they are doing of them. So
that's so good. I love that so much. Yes. I think that's another thing I would like for us to discuss when it comes to, so that we don't make this thing too long, is that how can people embrace relationships that or how can people, like, we all both know that we've hurt each other, but we also want to keep this relationship. What can people do to maintain such a relationship?
Okay, so what I've actually realized, based on, because there is nobody in this life that has grown to a certain stage rather in life that you've actually not hurt someone else.
Yes.
There is no I'm very sure there are people that like quote unquote, yeah, they are bad blood, whether you like it or not, right? They don't even want to see or they don't want to see you,
Yes.
right? Or they don't want to hear about or when they do, they just feel like you're not. You get. But one thing I've realized is life is fickle. To be honest, you don't want to keep having bad energy towards person A all the time.
And even if you are not sure, it's still safe to check in. Like you know how
Yeah.
you are not sure that
Still, are we good?
yeah,
Everything fine?
yes, it's still
Some
safe to
conversations
check
are
in.
hard.
The person might now say, oh, there's nothing like this, but in your own head you might have felt like, oh, we are drifting apart or something. Maybe the person is just busy genuinely, but it's still safe to still like check.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Or maybe you feel like you hurt the person and the person didn't really take
See,
offense
yeah,
or
yeah,
something. You know, when you see like the vibe, let's use the vibe check
yeah.
word. Like when you feel like the vibe check is not on at the level
Yeah.
that it used to be, it's still safe to say
check
hi,
in
what's
and
up? I
see.
feel this way.
Yeah, what do you feel?
What do you feel?
Yeah. And another thing I've got to realize over time is, let's say, like we've been friends for a while, and I mean, it's not like we talk every day, and maybe okay, let's say for instance I hurt you, and I know like genuinely I hurt you, like I
Yeah.
also know that I hurt. In fact, that's even another thing. Some people will hurt you, they will not want to admit that
They know
hurt
to
you.
own up.
Do you get that one is even another
That's
thing.
so true.
But let's talk from a perspective of like I know that I hurt you, and I have sense enough to approach you and say, ah, Jola, I messed up, and I'm very sorry I did this to you. To be honest, what may I check in that time is your acts, first of all. Your
The fact
acts
that you are able to be accountable.
accountable, yeah. But the way I check the acts is okay. Let's say for instance, I picked your money, I went to buy food, and maybe I didn't even call you before picking your money to buy food, right? And you came back and you need that money urgently, and so like, Oludolapo, you could have texted me or called me before picking my money to
Money.
buy food, right? And that's like Jola, this has never happened before. One, two, I was really hungry, and my intention is to like just refund the money as soon as
As
we
I
got
get
it. I
yeah.
wasn't even sure who owns the money. I wasn't even supposed to pick it in the first instance, but these are the circumstances around it. Do you get? So, depending on the circumstance that happens, when you check the whatever around it, you check the act of the person because there are sometimes that people will apologize to you genuinely and you forgiving them genuinely, but you will enhance your boundary level.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And there are some other ones that you can just let it slide. Just say, okay, you can just watch, right? Just know where it's coming from. If it's not coming from a place of um, envy, if it's not coming from a place of bitterness and hatred, like I mean, just let
I
it
mean,
slide
just
and
let
move
it
on.
go.
Yeah, and it's not coming from a place like it's repeating itself. Do you get? Just
That's
let it slide.
another
But if
thing.
it's coming from like even if it's coming from a place of strife, if it's coming from a place of bitterness, if it's coming from a place of bad blood to be obvious.
Yes,
There are things
yes.
that will point out to it. So how do you like maintain that? Is first of all know yourself, know what you want to accept from anybody, right? Like know the kind of
Know yourself and the boundaries that you
yeah,
want to
and know
set.
what you can tolerate with anybody, right? If you realize that you cannot tolerate this with Dolapo, like just
Don't encourage it in the
yeah,
first
don't encourage
place.
it and know when to like cut things off at the strike. So let's say for instance, like because I mean, there is a certain respect you should give to anybody, whether you're my closest friend or
Or
not,
not.
right? I should be able to respect you enough in most things, right? So if you realize that this person, okay, I'm feeling disrespected already, like know when to call them to order, right? It's just that the tone will be different depending on the relationship that you
That
guys
you
have.
have.
Yeah, so that's what I feel. I don't
Okay.
know if I've answered that question.
Yeah, you really have. And another one that I noticed that let me just to bring this to a close. I want to bring this to a close. Please make sure to subscribe to this YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
subscribe to the
Please,
channel.
please subscribe.
Like send the link to everybody.
Yes.
Let them watch
Do what he said. He's a wise
send,
man.
send the link to everybody. Let them watch it.
Yes. So, okay. The last thing I wanted to say is that also recognize the levels that your friends are at.
Yeah.
You can't have someone that you met in secondary school and you guys have drifted apart for a while and you guys are connecting again, and the next thing you're talking about is how the person used to suck their thumb when they were like, I don't know, that's just a very random example.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that recognize the growth that is happening in people,
Yeah.
so that you don't, disrespect them. Let's say for example, my friend now is now the governor of the state, and I said the person again and I'm just like
Let's say for instance, you used to call the person. Let's say you used to call the person a certain nickname, and you not the guy's not a governor. You're like Biggie. or big belly.
You know that kind of thing. If you are in your only two of you, it's
Even if
okay.
it's only the two of
Even if it's only two of
Ah.
you, self, like put some respect
Yeah.
on it. I noticed that people make that mistake, and because you have done that, that person is also going to sever from you because you are not
Yes.
respecting that.
Yes.
It's not as if they are proud or anything,
Yeah, you're right.
but everybody just have needs a level of respect, to be
Yeah.
honest. So I think that's just the last thing I wanted to add. Any final notes?
Final note from me is, as much as you want people to respect you, carry yourself also in that way.
With respect, yeah.
Yeah, carry yourself with so much respect, and also extend kindness to people when they hurt you.
Genuine kindness. I mean,
like just have a
it's
pure heart
just
towards everybody. And if life happens that you've been trying to reach out to person A and the person does not is not receptive to your reaching out, don't push.
yeah.
Just anytime the person comes to mind again, either prefer the person and just drop a text.
Yes. And we're not even talking about, we're not even saying forced relationships.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're saying that don't cut people off anyhow does not mean that forced relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just send the text and just have the relationship in a way that in the future you can always say hi when you bump into each other.
Also, I think don't be, what's the word now? Don't like what's the word we use when you expect, when you're like you're expecting something from someone.
Entitled?
Yeah, hey, don't be entitled to anybody, quote and unquote.
Yeah.
For lack of better words.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that, but don't be entitled to people. They have their own. They are somebody's son. They are somebody's daughter. They are somebody's wife. Somebody's.
They have
husband,
responsibility. They have whatever they are going through in their
whatever
life.
access they've given you, use it wisely, right? So that they will be able to promote you to another level in their life.
Promote you to another level in their life.
Because it's the way you handle the previous space they've given you that will determine whether they're going to take you up to the higher side, or they're going to just run away from you.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
All right, there's so much sense in this. Thank you so very much, Dolapo. I'm very grateful that we could do this. I hope that I would be able to steal you and bring you some other time.
For you anytime.
Oh yeah, now all right, so thank you very much for watching our video once again. If you haven't, please do well to subscribe, and if you found value in this video, make sure to share, make sure to comment, make sure to drop a like. It doesn't cost much. Just press that thing that looks like this.
On Instagram.
Yes, please. My Instagram handle is at the Ayo-Oyekunle.
Yeah, follow on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our content, share the link with people, put it on your Instagram story, put it on your WhatsApp story.
Oh God.
Just
TikTok, Snapchat, wherever you have it. Let it just be flying. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you also. Till the next video. See you again soon. Bye.